Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, my friends. It's Expanse Day and we get to watch The Expanse Season 1, Episode 2, The Big Empty. If you haven't noticed, I'm psyched. What a fantastic intro in Episode 1. Fantastic. It was just dense with information, characters, story, everything just thrown right at you and I love that. Let me decipher it. You know, I'm an old guy. I can take it, I think. So let's see what we have, my friends, as we get ready to watch Season 1, Episode 2, The Big Empty, which of course reminds me of the Stone Temple Pilots song, again, because I'm super old. My friends, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. You'll be alerted anytime we go live here on YouTube with any Expanse or Star Trek or science fiction. Anything, my friends. And of course, if you'd like any of that in a longer format or to get it early, the link to the Patreon is in the description. We would absolutely love to have you over there, my friends. But all that is then and this is now. And now there's nothing to it but to do it, my friends, as we watch The Expanse Season 1, Episode 2, The Big Empty. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go.
It's a crucial part of the formula. Neutralizes acidity, adds body.
So this has got to be a flashback since the Canterbury and what's her name? I forget her name. They're gone.
Jim. There's something you should know.
Hoss.
Oh my God.
Hoss! Debris field! Buckle up!
Oh my God. Yeah, we are in it, my friends. Audie's gone, buddy. The Canterbury's gone.
How bad are we gonna catch it? Pretty bad.
Oh my God.
You know how much I love you.
Stay in front of it. Can they stay in front of it? Oh my God. Oh my God. And that's the Knight. That's the Knight's or the Canterbury shuttle called the Knight, which I think is an awesome name. And it was also said to be a piece of shit. And now they're in it. Woo! Oh boy. Man, that seems like it would suck out. There's not a whole lot of air in this joint. They gotta manually close this? Yeah, this would be like a crank or something. That'd be super fun. One of my favorite reactors says, "I love space shit." Funny little gal reacts, and I don't. It scares the shit out of me. I mean, I love watching it, but it scares the fuck out of me.
Son of a bitch. We're through.
The other ship still has air. Scopuli. The scopuli.
Alex, I am telling you to go after that ship.
What if they don't like being followed?
They slip off that screen, they're gone forever. They'll get away with this.
They already did. What are you gonna do if you catch them?
Get up, I'll do it myself. Get up!
They are gonna take him out.
Hey, whoa! Let's just take a deep breath here, people. All of you.
Are we armed on this? I forget. Holden, don't all of a sudden, I mean, yes, you lost somebody, but that doesn't mean that all of a sudden, you know, you can be in charge when you never wanted to be before. Let's not forget, Holden. This is on you, bud. I think that's a little, we've got to catch up to them because we're at the intro, which is awesome. I think that's a lot of Holden saying, this is my fault, and the only way to make up for it is to somehow catch this ship and bring him to justice. Sirius Station.
Water ration exceeded.
Well, that sucks. What do you do now? You itch all day is what you do.
One shipment late, you got protests. 2 shipments late, you got dead people in the street. And it's gonna get worse. Mark my words.
I always love like the wise street prophet type of character. Underutilized. Used to be a pretty heavily utilized trope, but you don't see it as much anymore. It's a nice place, Miller. What are you doing here? Where are we? Is this... Now, he's looking for Juliet Mao, who was the... I assume that she was on the Scopuli, locked up at the beginning of the first one.
Father poured hot coffee in the parking lot. Home. I'm home.
Oh, that's cool. When you live in a world of voice-activated AI, which we just already do. The Razorback is her ship, maybe? I was gonna say, yeah, go finish your shower, bro. I gotta be on my game. We got a new spot.
The Secretary General has publicly disavowed gravity torture. If you want to talk to that belter, you put him in the tank.
Gravity torture. It's like waterboarding for belters.
Why waste your time on a meaningless courier like myself?
You're too modest, child.
What do the neck tattoos mean? Some of them are filled in and some of them aren't.
There are places far worse than this.
Yeah, you had him in one.
I understand. We all have our duty.
This guy's got a strong will. I fear so does she. So what do you do now? Can you make it to series?
About 4 hours of oxygen left.
No.
I don't mean to be a bad news bull or anything, but airlock's done.
The outer door's gone.
Then we'll have to vent the ship.
What?
Amos, go with him.
Why didn't you try fixing everything inside first and then...
Please, just listen to me. Listen to me. If we go out there, we're gonna die. I'm not ready to die. Hey.
He's the medic, right? I need some of that gum. Stat.
We're gonna make some noise and get rescued.
How can you make much more noise than a nuke going off? Oh, you mean get the radio up.
Yeah, it must be my week. You were his partner?
Now, Havelock is, yeah, his partner.
Those dead patches started appearing. My guess is the Griegus are stealing water again. You're new here, aren't you?
We'll get right on that, sir.
I'm pretty sure he's the main star of Magnum PI, the reboot.
You don't think we're gonna make it? What are you doing up here?
Naomi told me to, so I am. As far as I'm concerned, she's the cap now.
Ooh. Holden, you never wanted to be it, bud, so nothing makes somebody want command than the loss of it. I'm trying to get these all straight. Amos is the guy out with him. Alex is the pilot. I thought it was Nikki, but it's, I guess, Naomi is the, her.
You doing okay out there?
I'm doing as good as do on a morning full of sunshine.
Okay, are you on something? Because I don't blame you. At all.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Naomi? You two an item or something?
An item?
Or were you?
But ask me whether or not I should rip your helmet off and kick you off this bucket. And I can't give you a reason why I should.
Amos, you're pretty stone cold there, bud.
Could you pass me the drill?
Well, sure. Amos said you just threatened my life.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, you're welcome, bud. That's a cool intro to that character.
Oh, shit. His breather's crapping out.
Damn it, how long can he hold on?
Not long.
Shed, take care of him, do something.
How's he gonna do that with the suit on?
Shed, you're a medic. Act like one.
Can you share your oxygen?
Okay. Hold on, buddy.
That's an interesting way to do that. You're gonna lose an absolute shitload of O2, but...
Just keep breathing. We're buddy breathing.
Good job. I think it's Shed or Shad. I think they said Shed. Amos is giving off big Jane Cobb energy.
We're running in.
Oh my god. Oh my god. God, the practical effects in this are amazing.
Pressurizing.
I didn't realize they could repressurize. I thought they were done. Oh my god, did Shed die to save Alex? I mean, it's a hero's death, but holy shit. Barely knew you, buddy. Oh, my bad, buddy, I'd written you off.
You saved my hide, partner. You crazy son of a bitch.
You owe him, buddy. That's a hell of a move, man. Come on, Holden, Naomi, somebody want to do some command shit here? Woo! Tense as hell, man.
And unlike you, I have to grovel and promise and deliver to get reappointed.
This concerns me. How?
Jesus. She's a trip.
Cold War's a bloodless war. Mutual distrust and complete codependence. Nobody wants to change that.
No, until they don't.
That's another thing. I want every Martian weapons facility under a microscope.
I love that the Martians are like this unknown entity. Cold Wars are only ever Cold Wars if you never go to war with the other person. Otherwise, history remembers that time differently.
Even if someone hears our SOS, they're gonna think we're pirates.
Just like you all.
If you hadn't gone to log that stupid distress call,
Hey.
you said...
You don't know what you're talking about. You want to keep your teeth in your mouth.
Holden, you're carrying a lot of rage, buddy, but that is self-imposed.
You want to unburden your soul? Do it on your own time.
That's exactly right. You got 50 deaths on your ledger, Holden.
Boss let you wear your colors like that out in the open? Boss has one just like it.
Ooh.
Looky here.
People growing mushrooms?
You say this pipe diverts to? 12-level condenser grid. It's in a warehouse.
I mean, you talk about specialists. To know where all that crap goes, just off the cuff.
We can sell him.
Let's make some money. Star Helix, don't move!
Star Helix, is that the cops? Or is it like a private security force? Oh! It's a good stunt. He's gonna let him go.
Hey. Get out of here. Stealth ship. Why would they nuke a civilian ship without warning? Because they can. You don't know what you're talking about. Whoa.
They wouldn't, I agree, they wouldn't attack a civilian craft without a reason. And they certainly weren't trying to get anything off of it.
Well, I guess all we gotta do now is pop a cold beer, wait to be rescued.
They did say, I mean, if karma is in play here, someone said it could be us on the drift at one point, and who's gonna come help us? And here we are.
That girl had skills. What ship was that?
Scopuli.
Scopuli. Dumpy old transport. No cargo.
Alex?
That sounds good.
Someone heard us.
No laughing. Shallow breaths.
What? What is it?
A ship.
It's Mars.
Who gives a shit? Or is that supposed to be like really bad?
Flagship of the Martian Navy.
Oh,
Coming to finish the job.
oh my God. Well, can't win them all, I guess. Shit.
The Canterbury was reported to be carrying ice bound for Sirius Station, and the loss of that shipment has prompted a drastic increase in water rationing.
Oh, that's horse shit. Oh, unless that's the Martians' plan. Destabilize the belt? Destroy all the water couriers?
You think a rich girl like her would have had that birthmark fixed?
No. It's a birthmark her parents would have had it fixed. That's a scar.
The chin, yeah. I noticed that too.
I think she wanted it fixed.
Why do you say that?
Oh, it's a badge of defiance.
It's profiling her.
Wow. Did she tell you that herself?
Yep.
Yeah, she did.
Yep. My man's a profiler. He is reading.
We get on that ship and chances are we're never coming out.
Unless...
What are you gonna do?
My name is James Holden, speaking for the 5 survivors of the Canterbury. Our ship was destroyed answering a bogus SOS from a ship called the Scopuli. It was a trap.
Are you
We're about to be taken aboard the MCR in Don.
Alex, shut him down.
He's locked us out. He's locked us out.
Speak for us.
We intend to cooperate, host. This means we won't be harmed.
Should I smoke him?
Ooh, Amos is ready. Stone cold. Stone cold.
Any such action would only confirm that the Canterbury was destroyed by Mars.
Holden's way too reckless for me. I mean, they're setting him up as like a main character, and
The jammers were in range.
they heard you now. Holy shit. So this is gonna be our first, my first Martian experience. Now the Belters have kind of grown in low G. I wonder if like the Martians have anything kind of newly hereditary in like people that have lived on Mars. I obviously, big surprise for everybody. I'm no scientist, so I don't know if there's anything that would happen. Somebody better make sure Amos isn't ready to just like go out guns a-blazing.
You are prisoners of the Mars Congressional Republic. Move and you die.
Oh shit, it's over. Oh, I was not expecting that. I thought that I had plenty of time. Oh, you sons of bitches. All right, my friends. Well, we just got done watching The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 2, The Big Empty. And there's only really one thing left to do, and that's to talk about it. All right, my friends, just got done watching The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 2, The Big Empty. Wow, I don't think I have watched a show. No, actually, that's a big lie. Many of these shows that I'm reacting to, like Star Trek, the original series, and Lower Decks, I have a horrible habit. Normally, when I'm watching something or a movie, I check my watch every now and again or look on the phone. You know, if I'm even watching a TV show or sporting event or something, I make sure I get a timestamp every once in a while. I have not been doing that, and I have been, I want to say, poorly surprised by how quickly the ending of these episodes arrive. I did not believe that was 45 minutes with The Expanse. I thought I still had like 15 minutes left. Nope. Wow, was that good? This show is dense, everybody. It is super dense, and I am digging that so much. I don't want to be pampered as an audience member. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong to just, be, if you're somebody that watches this and wait a minute, I don't understand. I get that. And I'm in the same boat. I don't understand a lot of what's going on here with The Expanse. I'm starting to, though, and that's the joy of it for me. Taking that journey, not only with the characters, but with the world. I love that shit so much. Whenever you're able to just like with Holden, you see all of these weaknesses and strengths, and each character reveals their abilities, so to speak. But so does the world. The world starts giving you a little bit and giving you a little bit. And you're like, oh, okay, so this works. Earth doesn't look too bad. Ceres Station looks okay if you're in certain areas, but then we start to get into the nuts and bolts and the politics of everything. And that, to me, revelations like that are so well earned in a show like this one, because it shouldn't be a struggle to watch a show. And I don't think it is if you're enjoying it, which The Expanse is an incredible example of that type of art. But I think that, once you get into these things and once you really start to learn about the worlds, it's so satisfying when you get little bits that seem right. I don't like to jump a person's line or think that I know something, but in early episodes, like when I'm learning about a character, when I think I'm starting to understand a character, I can't help myself when I answer for them, and when Miller was doing his profiling of Juliet and the lady that was with him, I don't know if we know her name. I'm sure it was mentioned, but by God, there's a dictionary of names. She said, "Well, did she tell you that herself?" And he went, yes, she did. And I'm like, I love when those, like, the synapse fires and we make a connection. And there's a connection between me as a viewer and Miller at that point. And there are so many of those potential connections that are in The Expanse. And it's not, I think the best way to say this is a show where not only are those connections possible with the characters, the connections are possible with the world and with the story, because there's so many moving parts to this. And, I love when somebody shows their craft. The great writers, the great television and movie writers, the great, fiction writers, they will tell you exactly what they're doing, but they move it and switch it and spread it among many characters in such a way that it takes the audience 4, 6, 10 episodes a season to realize, holy shit, they were showing us the whole time. They said it the whole, episode 1, 2, 3, they gave us the whole plot, and it wasn't until now that everything kind of spins together. I feel that with The Expanse. I really do. When you've got a bunch of different arenas going on like this, you know, where you've got, oh, there's a water shortage, and then, you know, the street prophet guy that we had that said, oh, you know, 1 missed shipment's problems, 2 missed shipments, there's bodies in the street. Okay, there's our stakes. Then we have the Scopuli go down and send out the message. The Canterbury picks it up. Canterbury's carrying water. Ice gets destroyed. They didn't want the ice. They didn't try to steal the ice. They just didn't want the ice to get to Ceres Station. There's another spin of it. What's Mars have planned? There's stealth technology in play with the OPA, but as was stated on Earth to, I think her name is Christian, or then that conversation with that other gentleman who I don't believe we got his name, you know, when they were talking about that, it's a Cold War, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, oh, how did the Belters get a hold of stealth technology? You know, if Earth can't produce stealth technology, how are a bunch of Belters going to do it? Well, they're not. They're going to be given stealth technology by the Martians if the Martians' plan is to destabilize everything or to you know, win the hearts and minds. My money right now, and again, the Martians could be a red herring in all of this because we just don't know enough about them yet. But right now, they're the most likely suspects of this kind of, you know, the mastermind behind this plan, if that's the theory that we're going with. I'm not locking anything in yet. I'm spinning as we're talking about all this, but everything seems to be drawn together. The one that I can't place yet is Juliette Mao. You know, Miller's after her for a reason. We know painfully little about her other than she has skills, according to the dockmaster, and she was able to, you know, lay a guy out. She was captured and aboard the Scopuli. She wasn't captured. She was aboard the Scopuli and seemed to be sealed up in one of the rooms at the very top of the first episode. We don't know where she is now, though, because, you know, the Knight went and then left the Scopuli, so the Scopuli is still, you know, floating out there. There's no way she snuck aboard the Knight, or she'd have died whenever the vacuum hit, you know, whenever they all put their suits on. Not that there's any place to hide, I don't think, in that. You know, that's a non-starter for me. But I don't understand her point. She's a rich heiress. She has a father who, you know, understandably in this type of society has a measure of elitism that, you know, talking about, you know, the dregs of humanity, they're up on Ceres Station and things like that. But I just can't place her and why she's so important other than being rich. But she obviously has something in play with what's going on right now. And that's going to draw Miller in because Miller's the one that's trying to find her. So he's either going to uncover what she uncovered, which put her in whatever jeopardy she's in, or which then immediately joins the two of them if they ever meet, and he kind of has the same level of information, or at least enough to, you know, start some type of friendship with her or camaraderie or however you want to put it. It's excellently done, though. And my brain will spin after this is, you know, after I'm sitting around thinking about this for a couple hours, and I'll start developing these theories. And that's not really a good thing to do because the more I do that, the more I get like really fixed on one particular theory, which ends up, you know, more often than not, I'm going to be wrong. And it's just like a college basketball bracket. If I get one of my theories wrong at the very beginning of it, then I've blown the whole bracket. So I need to just wait and get some more information. But boy, oh boy, friends, there is a ton of stuff going on here. And I am digging the shit out of these characters because, you know, Holden is Jim or James or however he wants to, you know, Holden is somebody that is very realistic. You know, I still don't understand his motivations for sending, you know, re-engaging the distress call and forcing the Canterbury's hand to go there. I mean, other than, you know, the karmic thing that he just, you know, couldn't bear it. That screams untrue to me. I think it was more about, you know, initially I thought he heard the name Scopuli and was like, that pinged for Holden. And there's more to Holden than is letting on because he's got a lot of like, kind of hang-ups that people might not really, you know, these hang-ups like the authority doesn't want to be promoted. Those all look like somebody that just has a quirk against it until you dig deeper and realize he wants to stay in a specific station or he has you know, he has an agenda, maybe. Again, I'm not going to speculate too much. I like Naomi. I thought her name was Nikki at first, and that's my bad. Naomi, very cool character, very, you know, a natural leader, you know, somebody that people will listen to naturally is the person that you want in charge, because you don't want to have to, struggle for the authority that you think you deserve. Alex is a great character. We got somebody who's a parent on board, so there's stakes set with the pilot in that respect. Shed's good, proved his chops right away with being able to, vent the air or switch the air, willingness to die for his patient. Very realistic going into shock, very realistic not wanting to do these things and not pseudo panicking during all that. Very realistic, very well portrayed, very, excellent acting all around. And I'm enjoying Miller, I'm enjoying very much. Havelock, his partner, I'm enjoying his contributions to everything. Everybody peripherally is doing a great job. My star of the episode, though, you guys know what I'm going to say. My star of the episode, though, is Amos. Whoever's playing him, boy, oh boy, it's been a while since when I've seen some acting, I don't have to be told that this character is stone cold. I know it because of the performance. And this guy, being able to calmly deliver that you're thinking of killing the person that you're talking to, and then politely asking for an implement that you could probably use to kill them in the drill. That in and of itself is so fantastic as far as just like very subtle acting, very subtle, use of language. The delivery is kept within like the parameters of like neutral, but the expression of it, the actual intent of the message is dire. Fantastic. And again, I thought that was stone cold when they were on the outside of the night. This true stone cold was when you could see him inside. Do you want me to kill him? Looked right over at Naomi. Those big eyes just open. You say the word. That type of stuff, you're going to win my heart and mind every time with that type of stuff. That is so good. That is so delicious to watch. And so now I'm fascinated with that character. I said he was giving off big Jane Cobb energy. Yes, but I love him. I love Jane Cobb. But Jane's not he's not the shiniest tool in the shed. How's that? And Amos doesn't seem necessarily to have that type of, weakness. He was out there helping to fix it. So obviously he has some type of, technological expertise, whether he's a mechanic or an engineer or a scientist of some kind. I don't know what his designation is. I don't know what his role it was on the ship. I don't know what he did for the Canterbury. But I tell you what he's doing right now is he's being a badass. And you know what he's not doing? Trying to be a badass. And that's my favorite. Listen, if you tell me you're a badass, like I'm a badass. Okay, whatever. You show me you're a badass and you don't do anything physical to anybody. You show me that you're a badass with just your language. I trust. I trust you're a badass. I'm terrified of you. Mission accomplished. Great stuff, my friends. I am absolutely digging this show. I think that it is, it's living up to the hype, my friends. It is living up to the hype. And I tell you what, the fire hoses remained wide open, blasting with the information of a universe, of, drilling it down from solar system to planetary bodies to stations to ships to people to inter-exchanges. For every level I am digging. And if the fire hose is wide open, do we have another fire hose? Bring it on. I want it all. I want to be swimming. I want my head to just be thinking of theories, and they already are, but just keep it coming. I dare you, Expanse. I dare you to bring it on. I love this show, my friends. Such a great suggestion by so many people. And again, you know what I really need to do, my friends? Listening to you. Listening to all of my friends. I need to listen to you all. And when a suggestion is made, I'm always open to every suggestion. If somebody says, hey, this is great. And, it's somebody that is, I respect their opinion so much. I immediately put it down on the list, capital T, capital L. And The Expanse has been on the list for about 5 years, if not more. And I've just always been busy and blah, blah, blah. But now I just want to look back on myself and give myself the old schmackaroo for not watching this stuff. It's great. It's great. But my friends, I think the easiest thing to say about The Expanse and the easiest thing to look forward to is this. There is a universe that is being created. It is being not written as we watch. It has been lived in. It has been built and destroyed, and it has a history and a story to tell. It has a past, it has a present, and it might have a future. And my friends, what more can you ask of a world that you get dropped into the middle of? Bring it on. My friends, if you stuck with me this long, do me a favor and hit that like button, smash the subscribe, ringy ding ding that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted anytime we go live here on YouTube with The Expanse or Star Trek or science fiction, any of our stuff, Saturday morning React Tunes, any and everything. You'll be alerted so you can join us and have an adventure and have some fun. And of course, if you want those adventures and that fun a little early or in a longer format, link to the Patreon is in the description, my friends. But all that is then and this is now. And now it's time to say goodbye from where should we be? How about we do this? Let's say goodbye from just behind Amos as the doors open and the Martians come in declaring their intent. Because if you're going to be on the night, I think being behind Amos is the safest place you can be at that moment. And my friends, if you can't get behind Amos or if I'm already there, well, hell, man, just Vulcan roll. And I'll see you next time.